as an artist, you can get your indefinite stay. So I said, okay, why don't we go for it? So I had some friends that I play the drums for. Churches that I go to play, they are Ghanaians. I discussed with them, and they said, oh, they will help me in any way I wanted. So they gave me dates to come and perform and things, and I used it, and I applied for work permit, and I got the work permit. The first one I did was 15.
Can you hear me?
When I saw that I could be given the 15,
wow,
I went for more. So I did 23. And I went to Ghana with a work permit, and I brought Wanyu and others. And Ade Red and
so when you
Ima, a guy called Ima, and Emmanuel Botry, and Mr. Akwe, and others. I mean, there were a lot. Well, when we came, there's nobody knows us, so we have to portray ourselves. We have to let people know us. So we started playing in the churches for them to get what they could. I mean, for us to be able to feed ourselves. So we started playing in the churches. It wasn't enough, but well, once I said I was going to do it, I did it. And within the next year, I brought another 20 something, 25 or so, which was Atado and Obli and Teresa and others. When they came, yes, we still are on it. My place was always full with people. And I was doing my cleaning job. I was working for the house, Lambert Housing Corporation, and I was doing also working in the night at a hotel at WGC, a company called WGC. We work in the hotels. So I was doing this double job, taking care of them and then renewing their documents for them for free until some of them started getting, because it says 4 years they will get their documents. And I brought, within the 201, I brought another 6 people. And then I started bringing individuals one by one. But I did what I could. And,
hello.
Hello. Several things happened. It's never been easy. I thought it was going to be easy, but their understanding was very, very, very low. And sometimes there comes argument and things. But I did my best. And because of them, so many artists who come from other groups who are they've been brought into London. They come to me, they visit us in my place. So when they come to me, most of them sometimes have problems. They need their visas to be renewed and things. I helped most of them. And Nana Dodu brought some of the guys, which I helped. One girl was at one of the Adwa dancers, and another guy called Mandela from that side. Other people, but she too came to stay with me for a long time because they didn't have anywhere to stay. Most of the artists.
Yeah. Ni?
Oh no, hello.
Me no score na call Kemi nu.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. Call na call like first of by down. Let's talk here a little bit. Just a moment. My fees no more koni. My bill questions come. Me trouble. Yeah ni ke ona call e ba ni Kemi nu lo ba feji. Minto work awon numu egba san digba lo minto ma twa ma efis eni ekonike mi wie enu digba lo work Mr. Abbey Gbasande ele kewo Benin efi ni ke me bon Europe eba
Nue.
Ni mi ofa mi nu ebo nu ya gbene.
Me nue.
Yes, ofa na
Me
yes,
come chura na me ke disturb.
yes. Lo ke mo go twabu ni okati e ba ni ke mi wo nu do lo o ba jimi ke ko so be ko.
Okay, all right.
Ona lo me
Okay.
because me to ba bi wo sanjina hu. In I've heard what you
Be
said,
me sabi.
how you came about to form your
Yeah.
organization in UK, right? and
Yes. Yes.
and the whole idea was to a charity organization, right?
Yes. Yes. It was
Uh,
a charity.
so to help children or to help adults or to bring people in from Ghana to demonstrate
The
their
fact
Ghanaian.
is, to advance education,
Mm,
the charity was meant to advance education in African music,
mm,
culture,
mm,
tradition, and things.
mm,
You know, our children that we born, we have in Europe,
mm,
they can't speak our languages.
mm,
So we want to do that, to be
mm,
teaching the
mm,
people,
mm,
and that all starts with the music.
mm,
I mean, if somebody
mm,
can dance,
mm.
they can learn, and they can learn to drum, they
Mm.
can learn to speak the language,
It's
and
true.
that is where we started from.
So
So that's where we started.
your charity that you formed in UK is automatically for Ghanaian children living in UK so that they can be able to know their culture.
Especially it's for the whole for even the for everybody, for
Okay.
children.
Mm,
Listen, for children, adults, and even the general public.
mm,
But the fact is, especially
mm.
for people from African descent.
Okay. Mm,
So that's
mm,
what we did.
mm, mm, mm. And
Okay, and through the charity,
mm,
I became, I got a lot of training from working with children
mm,
from Lambeth. The council trained me.
mm,
I became a community advocate.
mm,
I was given an award. I
mm,
had an award from there's a gentleman who is a bishop now.
mm,
He also used to work at the airport, but he's
mm,
now in London.
mm,
He gave me an award, and it was Community Leadership Award.
mm,
And also, I'm a community advocate. I've got a certificate for that.
mm,
That if somebody gets into trouble with the police, a child, an African child, or they
mm.
are sacked from school, I can always go and beg for them, go and
Okay.
speak on their behalf,
So,
and plead for them to go back into
mm,
school.
mm, mm,
So these are the things that we
mm.
do.
Ni, I want us to come
The
back a
fact
little
is,
bit. Ni, I want us to come back a little bit.
okay,
You have tell us a lot of story. I want us to focus
I've told you.
how you get the idea to form the organization, that charity in UK. You were telling us that there's a church which help you to form that organization. Before you want to do that
No,
organization,
churches. I
churches.
used to play drums for the churches.
Okay,
So I have so many friends who are pastors, and
okay.
I discuss it with them.
Mm,
I discussed it with them,
mm,
but they couldn't give me money, but
mm,
they gave me their time,
mm,
and they gave me the help that I need. The
mm,
help that I need, which is giving me dates, like
mm.
Sundays that they perform, they wrote letters for me to the British government, and that is what I got to the work. Formally, work permit, we don't collect it from immigration.
Mm,
It's from the Department of Education and Employment.
mm,
That is where we get the work permit from.
mm,
And later, the immigration took over.
mm.
You see, so
Okay.
things started to become a bit difficult, and that is where, because formally, when I apply, they don't even sometimes ask for passports and things.
Mm, mm.
But
So why
later immigration came in, and
why do
Mhm.
you start with the churches? Because the church has been registered in UK system, or because the church have some authority to really support or give some recommendation letter
No,
before you
no,
can be
no.
able
The
to work?
churches, because I was a drummer there.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is, I know when we come,
Mm.
even if we don't have anywhere to go and perform, we can get the jobs because we do music. We can perform in Ghanaian churches.
Okay.
So that's where we started.
Mm.
And when they came, we
Mm.
started going to the, I printed some cards and things, and we started going
Mm.
to schools
Mm.
because they don't know us. You need a track record
Mm.
to do this job. And because we don't have the track record, we have to struggle a bit.
Mm. Mm.
So
Why,
these churches, when we
why,
go and perform, they don't have much to give us,
why,
but at
why,
least.
why do you do an organization in
Mhm.
UK and you wanted to go to Ghana and bring artists from Ghana? Why?
Because it is in line with what I was doing.
Mm,
The artists there will teach the music.
mm,
When they come, they will teach their children how to dance
mm,
and how to drum.
mm,
And that is why we want to listen, we want to portray Ghana in
mm,
abroad,
mm,
in Europe.
mm,
So that's what we did. And we
mm,
went to the schools. We did it in the schools,
mm,
and they can sing our language. They
mm,
can sing, everybody
mm,
bring
mm,
your calabash, mofe mokechinya, but they
mm,
sing
mm,
and they know
mm,
the dates they were born. They know
mm,
some of them,
mm,
even the drummers, we teach them how the drum is being made and what is made of
mm,
everything.
mm,
So whenever they come, somebody you can ask them, they will tell you about the drums they are playing and the kind
mm,
of wood they use in
mm,
playing
mm,
in making the drum
mm, mm.
and the vellum,
Earlier on,
everything.
earlier on,
So
you were
yes,
discussing with the names to give to organization. You were thinking about Akwaba, and you say your brother gave you a name
yes,
Ablade.
my
Can you,
uncle,
your
my
uncle
uncle,
give you Ablade? Can you just tell a
yeah.
little bit about the names, why you want to choose Akwaba, and your uncle say Ablade, and you chose the Ablade?
Yeah, because he said what I'm doing is for the Ghana people, is mainly for Ghana people,
Mm,
and I'm a Ghana. So why should I choose Aquaba?
mm,
So I agreed with him, and we
mm.
chose Abladi, and we added the UK. So it's a registered charity.
So it's
It's, the
Ablade
charity number
UK.
is 107. Yes, Abladi UK. So
Mm,
that's what I read. How I did it, and we use that.
mm.
That is the name we use in bringing a lot of people into the UK.
Okay, so now let's based on Ablade UK. That's where the interesting story comes. Before you have to register an charity organization in UK, do you need to have a certain amount of money in your account before you can be able to register an charity organization in UK?
No, they don't ask of whatever you have.
Okay.
They
Mm,
don't have.
mm,
They don't
mm,
ask of
mm,
anything
mm,
at
mm,
all.
mm, mm, mm. So so
They
so
don't. But
so.
I asked my uncle. My uncle Neokwe
Mm-hmm,
I sent some money to him and he bought some Balogo drums and things to me, which I started with.
mm,
And so I had some few drums. And then
mm,
later we traveled somewhere to Akrowa. There was some work being done at that village.
mm,
And we went and watched it. We did some wedding for somebody in one of the
mm,
old castles.
mm,
So when we went to watch the homo thing, the Omo at the Akwa thing, it was very great. So when I brought my people in the Omo, we did Akwa and we overgrew Akwa. The people were too many, so we started doing the festival in the park.
mm,
That's
mm, mm, mm,
where we started doing the festival. We saw that people had a lot of people have interest
mm,
in what
mm.
we're doing.
Uncle, which
So it
year,
gives us the strength.
which year you register the Abrade UK, or you establish your charity
It
organization in
was
UK?
in 1987 or so. 89. It was in 89. It was in
1989.
89. Yes. We did that in 89. And so when I came, we used to do it in my area, the
Mm,
area that I live
mm,
with. There was a guy called Akwalai. He used to work for Ajido
mm,
and others. So I invited him and Big Joe. They used to
mm,
come and help me
mm,
to drum. We used to do and start Nama Teki
mm,
and New Aito Donko
mm,
and uh, Star Josephine.
mm,
They are all dancers that
mm,
have been here for a long time. They tried to do these things, but they weren't getting people to do it with. But they were still there, so I used them
mm,
a lot before getting even the first performance we did for Greenwich Council. We did it with them. They danced,
mm,
and Niaito Donko had a son, which they call him Ni. So Ni too came to support. He also supported me a bit. He used to play for Ajido, so they came to support me a bit. And there was a derby that we did, which we did the Gome, and it was grand, very grand. And through that, I saw that there was a future for Ablade UK,
Okay.
and we caught the whole show. And the first time in 2000, I brought YU and others, and very luckily it was Carnival. We won the Carnival hands down. It was a great show, and from there we started winning the Carnival.
We'll go there.
Yes.
I am trying to build a story here because
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have information about you about the UK, and I know you have heard
Yeah.
a lot of rumors about your organization.
Yes.
Some are good, some are
Yes.
bad. I want us to
Yes.
build a story that can give people
Yes.
understanding if they have not even worked with you.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to everything
Yes.
you are saying, but I'm trying to build a story. That's why
Yeah.
sometimes we go forward and we
Okay.
come back, right?
Okay. No
Ablade
problem. I
UK,
don't have a problem about that.
Ablade UK was
Yes.
established in 1989, which I was 7
Yes.
years old. I want to know, Ablade
Okay.
UK as an organization, do you have members or just only you?
We have people that I work with. My Mr. Copson, Mr. Owusu died about 5 years ago or so. I came down and went and performed in their village. He's from across the Volta region. He's from Enumboso. So I went to his town to bury him. Mr. Copson, the old people that I came to meet in London who were musicians, I spoke to them about it. My uncle and Mr. Habib Kote and Uncle Tony Okwe. He's a senior brother to Mr. Okwe, who did Ablade UK, and other people. They were all in support of what I was doing. But in fairness, they didn't have any idea. So I was directing the affairs. Because I was a musician, I took the music side of it. But Ablade UK could have done a lot if the other people had their own vision. They could have done more, but they didn't. And I didn't know how to fund. So funding was out of the question. Everything I was doing was from my own pocket. In all, when I started, I got £5,000 from Awards for All. And that's what I used to buy the Obonu. I bought 3 Obonu sets. Yes, from Nwa. There's a guy called Nilai. He does drums. So I bought some drums from him. And then later, I bought some Obonu too from the art center. There were some gang guys. 201, when I was bringing Atado and others, we went to the art center and I saw this guy doing it. And I bought that Obonu too. I brought it here. And Asabri too sold his to me. So I used to have a lot of Obonu and Chimevu and things. I bought all of those things and brought them. So I brought a guy from the art center called Bramwa.
Yeah.
He used to work with Awi. Yes, he also Ade Red introduced Bramwa to me. So I asked my son to go and look for Bramwa. So I got his passport and then I brought him to. And so we started performing Achimebu, Ewe dances and things. I mean, we started doing Ewe dances instead of just Kwanobo and Gome. And then later we added yes.
I want us to be another story again. The people that you mentioned their name, that they are the old people you started working with them. Are you working with them as musicians, or you work with them as members that are part of Ablade UK, which if you go to records where you register Ablade UK, you can find their name, or you are just the founder and you are working with them as musicians?
They are musicians I brought to come and work with us as artists. They are artists. We didn't call them musicians. They are artists we brought to come and work with us.
So you are the only person who is working as administration on Ablade UK?
No. No. My son was also one of the administrators, and my uncle Uncle No, I told you we have some people. Uncle Tony was part of it, and Brani Habib Kote was part of it,
Okay.
and even Grace Boy, Miss Grace Boy was also part of it. We had a lot of people, but the fact is, you see, if you are doing something and some people would like to support you, some of them will come and they don't even have the idea. They
Yeah.
just come as you call them, they'll come and sit down, we'll talk, but they don't
It's
have
true. It's
any
true.
ideas to
It's true.
put in.
It's
You
true.
see, so
You see,
it's like the thing is my brainchild,
mm,
and they were supporting me to try and execute
mm,
the
mm,
thing.
mm, mm,
That's how it
mm.
went.
Because I know to have
Yeah.
an organization in the UK, it acquire a lot of people who understand how to run
Yes,
organization,
you can't do
who
it alone on
alone,
yourself.
and
You
and
can't
and
do it
you
alone.
need people who know how to do foundings to get support to all of them.
Yeah.
The
No, no,
same.
no. We know we need people who the funders. Well, the council was supposed to help us with the
Mm,
funding,
mm,
but you need, you see, you need a track record to
mm,
get money.
mm,
And when we came, I told you that when we came, nobody is like, if I used to go and rent a big place like Black Caesars
mm,
and do things there, people will know me.
mm.
But before they know me, I have to start from the scratch. So we started, and the churches were supporting us more, more.
Okay.
And these my people, didn't want to understand that. They
Mm,
didn't want to understand that.
mm,
They think we can go. Nobody knows them.
mm,
And also the people that I brought, some of them have relatives there. So when they came, some of them told them that, oh, me blofo me haleshka, the government haleshka ni kaule, ngbe ba na shka. But it
mm,
was from my own pocket. It was from my own cleaning that I did.
mm,
The work that I did is from that I brought them. And it was, they all came on free ticket, free visa. And I was renewing for them for free for 4 years for them to get their stay.
mm,
So when they get their stay, then I know that by then we've got a long track record. Then we can do the job
mm,
better.
mm.
You understand?
I
But
get your
they
point.
didn't want to understand.
I get your
People
point.
don't want to suffer.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yes.
So
So that is the
yeah,
idea. I
yeah,
brought them.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We'll
But
come there.
in fact, I saw the work permits from
Yeah,
some people.
yeah.
I didn't have any work there waiting for them to come and do. But when they came, we have to look for the job for them to do
Mm,
before we can get money to eat.
mm,
And they don't want to understand it that way. I was
mm,
feeding them all right. They weren't hungry. They were in my house. I was bringing food like every
mm,
day. There's food there. But what I mean is, if you once you want to get paid,
mm,
you have to work for it.
mm.
Even though I gave you a contract that I'll pay you 150 a week, if you haven't worked for me, should you expect the money?
To come. Mm, mm. I understand.
It
We'll
was
come
a
there.
routine, you see.
Me,
Yes,
I understand your point. I just want to take us. I just want us to
yes.
take time and build the story because I want to clear the
Oh,
air so that
okay.
even me myself, I want to understand things. I've gone through those kind of things,
Yes,
so I really understand your point. But I want us to take time, step by
yes.
step, and build it. So I'm very, very listen to whatever you are saying. Okay,
Okay,
fine. You
okay.
you started about the UK with your own idea,
Yes,
with your own vision,
yes.
through churches, because you are playing
Mhm.
drums to churches. You talk to the elders,
Yes,
they give you their time. It was you alone. Your uncle came
yes.
in, one of two, three, four people came in. You sat and
Yeah,
you register everything.
yeah.
You buy your drums and everything with your own money. By then, you
Yes,
have not started
yes.
getting any support from anyone. So in the beginning, no support.
No,
Your cleaning job,
nobody,
you have money, you
nobody.
start everything. Just like I go in the coach out with our
Yes,
members trying to do everything. Now you said
yes,
you get
yes.
£500 from award of all.
5,000. Award for all. £5,000.
5,000 award for all. Are they company or are they also organization that support what you are doing?
They are in Britain. They give money to charities, small
Okay,
charities.
okay,
They give
okay,
you they can give you up to thousands, 100,000s and things. But
okay.
it depends on your track record. They
I
have to
understand.
see what you are
You
doing.
done
And
before.
if you don't have enough in your account, you can't
Mm,
get more. You see,
thank you.
once I've gotten 5,000, if I use it, I have to declare to them the receipts and everything that I bought and they will see it. Then when I go for another one, they will give me. You
So
see,
before,
and before I apply for, yeah,
so before the awards of all gave you that money, you've not brought anyone from Ghana.
no, before they gave me that money, I brought the second batch even from Ghana.
Oh, okay. Then I understand. Then we have to wait and we come there. Then we move on.
Yeah,
That's what I say. We are talking about history here, and I want my viewers to really
yeah,
understand what we are talking from 1989. That was long,
yeah,
long time ago. I was 7 years. You know, so we are talking about 45 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
45 years ago.
yeah,
So obviously, we need to take our time and build our story. So now about the UK has established. Uncle, before you go to Ghana and bring your first badge to UK, but then before you prepare a work permit, you need to show work that people are come to do, where they are going to sleep,
yes,
how you are going to take care of them, how much you're going to pay
yes,
of them. Do you
yes,
have any work
yes.
before you bring your first badge? Were you like festival, school, and everything, or what? How do you get your work permit to bring the people the first group? And
the
which year was
churches,
that?
the churches, the churches, the
Okay.
churches that I perform for,
Mm,
I gave them the word that when we come, we'll perform in their churches,
mm,
and they gave
okay.
me their dates, and I use it. So I
Okay.
use the churches most
Mm, mm,
for
mm,
all that I do.
mm,
When I
mm,
want to renew for
mm,
them, I
mm,
use the churches
mm,
date
mm,
because I don't have money to go and pay for halls,
mm,
and it will cost me too much.
Actually,
So the churches, that's the help they gave me.
mm, actually, it's
And
not a
when they
bad
came to,
it's not a bad idea. Nin, the question I want to ask you now:
yes,
when you went to Ghana and you organized the group, what was the story you gave to them, or the contract you gave to them before you brought them? Do you try to explain to them that, okay, guys, we are coming and you are coming to sleep at my place? Even though I've write every week, I'll give you this, and that. If you are not well with me, money will not come. And what I'm doing is charity program, and we are going to start from churches until we're going to build our track record before we can go to the festival or theater. Were you able to explain those kind of things to the group before you brought them the first badge?
yes, when I brought them, I told them that,
Mm,
look, these are contracts that we have
mm,
made. The contract doesn't mean when you come, you are going to get the money.
mm,
If you don't work, you won't get that money. And the jobs that when they came to, I introduced them to the churches,
mm,
and they go to church. Some of them were playing in the churches
mm,
to get money. They pay them small, small,
mm,
and I was also supporting them with food.
mm,
And those monies they get, they don't give me anything.
mm,
They have to send it to their children.
mm,
I know that most of them have family.
mm,
You understand? So
mm,
once they have family, all they do is when they get money, they send it to Ghana. I will be feeding you until things are all right,
mm,
and I'll be renewing your papers for you
mm,
for free.
mm, mm,
And I was doing my job as
mm,
renewing their papers for them for free, and they don't care. They go and work for other organizations, and they get their monies, and all the same. They started speaking a lot. They can Weber, they forward down, and then things, but that's not the case. I
mm,
mean, the job wasn't there because
mm,
I saw that 4 years can give you stay. I was trying to maintain them so when they get their stays, then we can, by then, they can do any other job. Then
mm,
we still will do our music.
mm, 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 mm. But if
You
this
understand?
if so, which year did you bring your first group from Ghana, and how many people were that?
2000, year 2000.
2000. And you brought how many people?
Yes, year 2000. Yes. And Wanyu was one of the the first people I
The
brought.
first batch. Wow, wow. And which
Yes.
how many members? How many number like fingers?
They were
About
about 25.
12. Are you kidding me? Wow. And
Yes.
all these 25 were sleeping in your house.
Yes.
How many big
I have a
apartment?
bed, three bed. I have three-bedroom flat and a living room.
Mm,
And so we were sleeping in the living. I was sleeping in the living room, and I gave my room to the women to sleep there. and some of the boys were in the other rooms. Some of my friends who gave us some places to sleep.
So so so
Some
so
of my
so
friends gave them places to.
so
Yes,
in this case, I can say you sacrifice yourself.
yes.
Because you know when the government found out that this huge number living in that apartment, it's against the law.
It's against the law. But do you know what the luck I had?
No.
My director gave me a complete hangar, which is like a workshop, a big hangar that I could keep them inside there. But
Mm,
I don't put them there.
mm,
When we went to court, they saw the immigration people came to where we work, where we rehearse, and they saw that we have a big kitchen, canteen that we rehearse, and there's a big place that we keep the drums and things. There are places that they could sleep, but because I want their comfort, and you know where Europe is very cold,
mm,
so we need some warm. So they have
mm,
to be in my house.
mm,
So what I eat, they eat the same.
mm,
We all eat the whatever they need is there. Corn beef, whatever, everything is there
mm,
for them.
mm, mm,
But they started working for people and they come and sleep in my house. Some of them will come late and sleep. When you ask them questions, they get angry. When you go and work, I don't mind, but you have to come home quick. I have to try and let you know that this place you don't just walk about. When you are going somewhere, tell me, let me know where you are going.
mm,
You understand?
mm, mm. Ni,
Yeah.
do you oppress them when they were living with you, or you give them their freedom?
No, 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 everybody had their freedom. Even their passports and everything was with them. Because when you keep, the more you restrict somebody, that's where they will get a chance to run away.
Mm, mm, mm. It's true. Ni, let me talk about this. Bringing 25 people to UK and you are doing this thing alone. Where do you get the money to buy the plane tickets? It's going to cost a lot. Now let's talk about
I
business
I
here.
I bought I work with some woman who was who had a traveling and tour agency in uh Atosu. So when I showed her the visas, she gave us the ticket. And you know, when I got the first visa, I didn't bring all of them straight away because I didn't have the money. I
Okay.
brought some of them and I came to work. And then when they paid me, I sent money down. And then I told her to give us the rest of the money. So I
Mm.
started paying in installments. And I did pay the money slowly, but I did it.
So
Slowly, but I did it. I
you
paid, and
you
I borrowed some of the monies from people.
wow. So the first group 25 batch, you didn't bring all of them immediately. Half have to come. You work, you get money,
Yes, I
then
brought
half have
about
to
10
come.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we brought 10 first, and then the later I got cheap ticket through Egypt, and they came through Egypt. The rest of them came through Egypt.
Okay.
So I left my son in Ghana to take care of them. So
Mm.
when they were coming, he just, there was no phone like these times.
Yes, it's
So
true.
it was my son who I can get in touch with. So he was managing them. So whatever I told him, he did, and he brought the rest.
But my question is that do the people know that you are paying the plane ticket, the visa fee, the insurance, just you alone? Do they really understand it?
Well, that's human beings. They came, they saw what I've done. Some of them always say that Obi calls me here as I'm in Ghana. Obi calls me and asks of my health and things because he knows what I've done for him.
Mm,
You see, anywhere Teresa meets me, he tells people that, oh, this is Mr. Abbey. He brought us here, and today we all have food on our table. So at least some of them know, most of them know
mm,
what I've done.
mm.
You see, the understanding when they haven't rented a place before, when the other batch was coming, you people have started working. And so I said, you have to rent a place so that the next batch will come and stay with me. They don't know anywhere. So I was just building them. You see,
Mm.
try to build them. And they don't want to understand that. And that was the problem.
Mr. Abbey, I want to be genuine here. Even though all these like paying plane ticket and everything, you know the reason why you are doing that because you think you will
Yes.
get some benefit from that. What are the benefits or what are the
Yes.
reason why you were doing that? Because nobody work for
I
free.
was
So
doing it so for the future,
mm,
for the future of the Ghanaian culture, and
yeah,
for the future of my people.
mm,
Listen, when I was at the airport,
mm,
what I saw was, Bob Cole. Bob Cole was a very rich artist.
mm,
Bob Cole was one of the first artists that traveled to Nigeria,
mm,
and he was the first man that African Ghanaian that did a film called "I Told You So."
yeah,
And Ajaz Bukana was Kwame Nkrumah's favorite comedian. He's a Nigerian, but he used to come and perform for
comedy.
Kwame Nkrumah. So anywhere
Mm,
Kwame Nkrumah go, he goes with him. Ajas Bukana and Boko used to come to the airport, and when people drink, they drink the remaining of the drink. They just go on the tables and started. And I wept for them because when I was a boy at Takwa, I knew this concept. I know what they have been and what they've done before.
mm,
And look at them. So this I did for my people. And I did because I knew that when they get their documents straightened, we can go to the world. We can tour the world with
mm,
it. And that was my aim.
mm, mm, mm. So, Neem, in all this, sometimes when work come or performance come and money were on the table, do you pay them somehow so that they can also get some small money to do their life? Or because you are buying food
I
for them,
did, I
or
did,
because
I did.
you don't do.
Sometimes I share this money to them and I don't get
Mm,
anything because I always want them to be
mm,
happy.
mm, mm, mm,
I always want them to be happy.
mm, mm, mm.
They
What
are
are some
my
of the,
people. Most of
what
them speak Ga. Do you know Ejeku?
eh,
Ejeku said, Mr. Abbey, deɛ wayɛ ama wo nkurɔfoɔ yi, sɛ atwifoɔ paa na woboa wɔn anka wokɔ Ghana aduane koraa wontɔ bi ne wadi. Ɔma menom de aduane bɛbrɛ wo da biara. But
mm,
Ga people are Ga people. They are my people.
mm,
But I don't think I need somebody's mother to come and give me food here when I come. What
mm,
I'm doing is we are doing it for our own betterment.
mm,
I've tried to help you. So when you finish and you get there, you also will help me to get there. I don't have a house. I am now sitting in my family house. This is my father's room that I'm sleeping.
mm,
You see, this is my father's room where I'm sitting now. It's not my own room. It's my father. He died. So I'm now occupying his room. My sister's daughter sleeps here. When I phoned them and she left for me to come and sleep.
mm,
So I'm not rich. All that I've done, I'm not rich.
mm,
I didn't exploit anybody. I did it for their benefit.
mm,
They don't understand it. Now, most of them understand. Now they know because I know that Ani did some. He tried to take some people to Australia and he got into trouble. If you know Aika, Patience Aika,
yeah, I
okay,
know Aika. Mm,
she's in
yeah,
Australia.
mm,
Speak to her. She will
mm,
tell you much about me and what I did.
mm,
Sometimes this phones me when I'm not well. She phones the people to tell them that you tell the old man is not well and you are not asking of him. He cautioned them.
mm,
She cautions them because she knows what I've done for them.
mm,
Listen, what I eat is what they all eat because I took them like a family in my house.
mm, mm. It's very interesting what we are learning, because
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that in what you are saying, your idea is that when you renew a working contract for someone in UK for 4 years, automatically he or she will get his resident permit. So that means it's capable
Yes.
of doing everything. So you are trying to keep them so that
Yes.
after 4 years they can also get their jobs and do and everything.
Yes. We can. So
Mm,
we can.
mm,
Whenever we get jobs, we go and do it and come.
yeah,
Then that everybody's happy. I'll be happy.
yeah.
They will be happy.
Mm,
And they don't want to understand. Now they've got it. Now they're doing it for themselves.
mm,
They don't care about me.
mm, mm. So, Mr. Abbey, what are some of the words that you have heard that really pains you a lot?
So people said I don't even have a job. They went and reported me that I don't have a job, and I brought them to come and do cleaning and things. But your cleaning that you were doing, if you are really doing cleaning, you don't give the money to me. You send the money to your family, and you live in my house and I feed you free. So if you are doing your cleaning, it's not me going asking you to go and do the. I don't restrict
Mm,
you, but
mm,
when the job comes, we go and do it.
mm.
So once you are free. When we get job, we all go and do it. So
So,
what
Mr.
is your
Abbey,
problem?
every
You have to
year,
do this slowly. Mm.
every year when you bring group of people, do you always get problem with people?
Not every year, not every. These days, the ones I brought, I couldn't bring them as a group, but I brought them. I help some people to do this. So when they are coming, what they do is when they are bringing, I tell them that I will add one of the artists to it for free. So when for that will be my payment. So when I bring them, I need the dancers to come and stay with me. So when I get job, they help me.
Mm,
But when they come and they see their friends, they will run away to their friends and they'll start, you know, saying bad things about you. But that's
mm,
not the
mm, mm.
issue,
Mr. Abbey,
you see,
since
because they want to have their
mm,
way.
since 1989 up to 2001, how many people have been helping? Have you brought to UK in all?
The fact is, 2000, we started bringing people in 2000,
2000, yeah.
2000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 89, we didn't bring anybody because
Okay,
we
so
were doing
2000.
it in the just to get, to get the track record and things.
Mm,
We got, we were not even charging, we were
mm,
doing it for free. So
mm,
later, when they started coming,
mm,
then, we started going to the school. Sometimes I go to a whole school for 150, 150 pounds. And the food we eat in the house is even more than that.
mm,
So when we get this money, I share it. When five people go to a workshop or four people go
mm,
and they all get 30 pounds, the money will be finished. I don't get anything. I rent a vehicle to bring the drums for them. When they finish, I rent a vehicle to so they could get something to send home to their children.
mm,
You understand? So, but they still don't understand. They think once you said you are going to give them 150, so when they perform, they have to give them 150.
mm,
You see, you see, one thing they don't know is when you come first, you taking yourself to be like a professional, but you are not.
mm,
You are coming to learn. You
mm,
have to try and adjust yourself. Then we work slowly. We will get there together. You understand?
mm,
But they think, oh, once you say you give me this, even if it's not there, you have to pay me from your pocket.
mm,
But that's not good. I was paying my bills. People use my phones. They use my phones to call Ghana. Before they left my home, I had more than 5,000 bills to pay.
mm. I've
You
experienced
see,
that before.
people use my phone.
I have experienced that
Yes.
before, so I know what
They'll
you're
tell
saying.
you they have a card they want to call, and you give them the chance, and they were not knowing there's nothing on the card. People have done a lot, a
Mm.
lot, a lot. I
I want
mean,
to read some few
and there are
comments.
some of them even
I want to read some few comments for you. Ni say wow,
okay.
bless you art ni may God richly reward you in all. Ayoko and Evelyn uh, King say thank you sir for the great job you have done. I want to know since
Thank
2000
you.
up to now how many people you have been able to brought to UK because in your first batch
Help.
you said 25.
Well, I brought about 100, but I've helped others who were brought there who didn't have their stay. I renewed for them and gave them stay. So in altogether, it will be around 100 or 100 and something. I mean, because
Wow.
it
Wow.
wasn't at one time.
Wow.
Yes, it
But
wasn't at one time.
so your second time before the award of all gave you the 5,000 to buy your drums. When that so apart from that organization, none organization has been able to support what we are doing. All this while is from your pocket money.
No, we got another 6,000 from some community award people, but
Mm,
we use that to pay our taxes. You know what we're
mm,
doing? If you are working in abroad, you need to pay tax.
of course. Mm,
And you know these people,
mm,
I did insurance numbers for them so they could get their pensions.
mm.
I
Wow.
registered them in the NHS for free, so they go to hospital for free. I did everything for these people to be able to stay in abroad without problem. If you are sick, you go to hospital for free. You have an insurance number. When you are 60 or 65, you get your pension, and then you get the national pension, and you'll be all right. You'll be able to. You see, I wanted them to get a better future. That's the end of the story.
Sorry. Wow. Wow.
I did insurance number and everything for them.
Mm.
And some of them, because of these letters that they started writing, there was a time I invited.
Yeah, we are talking to. I mean, this is a very amazing story, you know. And if you are just coming now, please share the video and put on your comments, and also follow Agobe the Culture Art so that anytime I come on Facebook, you can get a notification and watch my program. You can also watch this program on YouTube. When you go to YouTube, write Anchor TV GH. Anchor TV GH, you can see this program and you watch it. I really appreciate you that you are working with me. So these are some of the things that I really want to find out from Abbey, UK. Since 1989, he has been registered his organization in UK, and from 2000 up to now, he has been able to brought 100 people to UK. I mean, there are in life there are obstacles and down, you know, and sometimes when people want to help people, or one person want to help people, I don't know why it always end up in negative way. um I'm just trying to say something here. Understanding, or sometimes to let someone really understand your dreams and why you want to do that is very, very important. I wish our father line can come back so that I can ask him this question. You know, so that we, the drum and dancers, or we, the artists in Africa, in Ghana, because the government does not support what we are doing, because we are not getting funding in what we are doing, we struggle a lot in Ghana. We suffer a lot in Ghana. We go we go in depressed or stressed. We are even stressed that we don't know that we are stressed. So sometimes when someone come or came from UK, America, wanted to bring you to Europe, sometimes we don't ask questions. Sometimes we don't even imagine how the whole thing will be. Sometimes we don't even try to understand the whole system. Most of the time, we are just happy because we are coming to Europe. Now, when we arrive in Europe, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, and now you started to feel like human. You started to feel like, wow, I'm free. Then your mind will started open. Then you started asking yourself questions. You know, sometimes I wish that we have an organizations back in Ghana that can educate the artists, the dancers, and also educate the people that bring the groups to Europe, so that we can get some better ideas of understanding. Mr. Abbey ni OMANSU the second. See, he have done a lot of things, but now he's not even rich. Those who know him and those who have worked with him, we have spoke a lot of negative and positive about him, which is very important. I truly believe he may. I truly believe maybe he also have done something wrong, you know, because to manage an organization in the UK is not easy. So I truly believe he also have done some mistakes along the line. That's why sometimes when we are setting up an organizations, I really plead with everybody, try to find people who really know how to manage an organization. Doing things alone can lead you to sufferation, to suffer. See, we should learn. We should learn. Because such an organization supposed to have its office, supposed to have its secretary, supposed to have an accountant, so things can go on smoothly. Mr. Tio, Amate, hope you can hear my volume now. But in all, what I'm trying to say that we should try to look at the positive side of Mr. Abbey. And I wish we can celebrate him. And those of you, through him, you are now living in UK and you are living well, don't forget this man. Don't forget Mr. Abbey. Ni wanyo ba mi ko we. I'm trying to find out if I can bring our like our guest has with the internet. So we need to celebrate Mr. Adi very, very well. Very, very well. Yeah, sorry. I'm back. So all that I'm saying that please, please, if you have been able to work with Mr. Abbey, try to contact him. The little that you can support him, support him. Support him. It's very important. Let's support him. He have done his best. Let's support him. I really love all of you. I really love all of you. So please, let's support Mr. Abbey. Let's support Mr. Abbey, you know. And you can also watch this program on YouTube, Anchor TV, Anchor TV, GH on YouTube. My name is Ni Amatukwenim. You can always call me Aquile B. Amar. Share the video and put your comments. I wish we can have. I wish I can have our father once more so that we can end up the program, but I can see his network is really bothers him. I'll try one more and see if I can I can have him. But before we are doing that, I want us to listen to some music. Then we can continue. Please put on your comments and let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Please put on your comments. Zama, 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 zama. Oloko zama, zama, zama. Zibote. Oh, oh. Chwa, chwa. Chwa, 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 chwa. No manyaba. My name is Nyamatu Kwenim. You can always call me Akwele B Ama. Yeah. Well, by Chumona, we finish our work, and I just want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. Please share the video. You can always put your comments. Saturday coming, I have special guests on my program. It's a former member of Ode dance group, the new Ode at Teshin, and we're going to talk about him, her life, and his former boss, Mr. George Komendo. Yeah, I feel good, and I hope we understand certain things from abroad the UK, and I hope we can share the good news. Upejima wa job na job me fin. Ene lasu. What about lasu epon? You know, like a lasu program, you guys love it. So every Wednesday is lasu, and Saturday is normal interview. Please support the movement. Support the movement. When you go to Agobini Culture on the Facebook, we have our website there. We have a telephone number there. Our office is in Ghana at Awoshin. We need people that can support the organization so that we can stand on our feet, so that we can organize more events in Ghana. We can invite more awards. We can organize more programs to support the dancers. We are doing this so that we can keep our stories here. We are doing this so that the world will understand where we are coming from. What can you do to support the organization? Just go on Facebook, search for Agobini Culture Arts, and please follow the link. You need to follow the link so that anytime I come on Facebook Live, you get the notification. And you can also go on YouTube. You write for Anchor TV GH. Anchor TV GH. You can watch the program live there too, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Chwa, 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 chwa. No manyaba. Yao. I say bye.